4:19. You got a minute?
Good morning. On the way to acquire stump water, I was inspired to pull my car over and make this video. And that is exactly what I'm going to do. Here you go. Mind in your thoughts. That's what we're doing here. The topic is mind your thoughts. At the beginning of this week, I was in despair. What I was in despair about is not important. The action that I took based on the despair and the experience that I was having in the moment is what's critically important here. So there I was, feeling all bad and shit. I did something that would forever change the course of my life. I took on a full-time, 24/7, 365 job. My compensation for this work is the divine gift of knowing that I have the power to control and direct my own mind to whatever ends I desire, rather than faltering to despair and engaging in the same old shit I used to do, including but not limiting to beating the holy out of myself. A simple phrase popped up in my periphery because I keep myself open to such things. And this phrase was control your thoughts. Those three words, control your thoughts, evolved within about 24 to 48 hours to mind your thoughts. I took this job on as a thought minder, as a 24/7, 365 full-time gig. There is no time off. There is literally no time off from minding one's thoughts. If you want to experience profound, rapid, lasting change in your life, the one thing you have to do, despite anything else, is learn to mind your thoughts. I have chosen a path of a spiritual, albeit funny and pretty much stoned all the time, man. Whatever that becomes, teacher, coach, philosopher, philanthropist, at the heart of it, I've chosen a spiritual path. I cannot get rid of my thoughts. There's nothing I can do about them but accept them, embrace them, and do my best to love them just as they are. Even the fucking worst kind. But paying attention to your thoughts isn't exactly minding your thoughts. Minding your thoughts means paying attention to them and then gently letting them go. Now, I would argue that this is also a form of deep meditation, and you can log that in as it resonates with you or not. I am 6 days in to this gig, minding my thoughts. I look in the mirror all day long, deep in the eye, and I say, mind your thoughts 3 times. If I'm wandering around my kitchen, starting to spaz out on whatever goddamn text message I got about a late bill, mind your thoughts. Mind your thoughts. Mind your thoughts. Mind your thoughts. Here's why I'm making this video. I chose to take on this gig in an experiment to see how it worked. But the gentle act of minding my thoughts and loving myself through the process has finally created the space for me to come and make this video, because I've been struggling with it, right? I haven't felt inspired because there's gnawing things in the back of my consciousness. Go chase a paycheck around and hurt myself more than I'm already hurt, and continue to expose myself to resistance that's right in my face telling me, don't do this, regardless of what I'm thinking. That's the long and the short of it. Mind your thoughts. Mind your thoughts. Mind your thoughts is my advice to you right now. They say that free advice is worth exactly what it costs. My friend, I'm not giving you free advice. I am giving you the most valuable nugget of gold I have found yet. Minding my thoughts is opening paths to me I would never otherwise have discovered. Whatever that means to you, it's what it is. I love you all. Please make sure you're following. Please make sure you like. Please make sure you comment and engage. It helps me out in the algorithm. Peace out, Girl Scout.